Before we do that, may
Yes.
may I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Baby,
Is this part of the question?
I don't know, man.
Yes.
Are you happy?
Extremely, very happy.
Extremely very happy?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Please keep.
Yeah. I think happiness you can see on someone's face and in the way that they are, but I know that people get good about hiding it, I think, too. I look at myself and I think I look very happy, but I feel even happier. I feel happier. Yeah.
What could I do to make you feel more? What can I do to make you feel more? Love. Is there something I can do to make you feel more loved?
You do such a good job at that already. I feel like this is actually a question, this is not to get bonus points or fill up his ego, but this is a question you ask quite often. Like after just last night in bed, you asked me, like, how, is there anything I could do? Do you feel loved by me? And Kim does ask that. And I would say, guys, like, ask these questions more than just once a year. Could be great to ask once a week, some of them, once a month, you know, spontaneously when you feel like it.
Do you feel respected?
I do. I do feel respected.
I do feel that I don't phrase it this way. What could I do to make you feel more? I think I ask, do you feel respected?
Yeah.
Do I make you feel? Whether you are or not is irrelevant, but do you feel? Yeah?
Yes, well, because sometimes I think we can feel disrespected, but we're not actually. One thing in our marriage, I shared it with you last night that we'll just be completely honest about. Look out, tis the dun dun dun. You ready for this? Is just that there's been times where I think I initially felt disrespected by Kim, and it was in moments. Yes, this isn't your first time hearing it, I promise. So just things, Kim is very helpful in nature, and I am very fiercely independent, and even as a child, I would get irritated at my parents if they had to tell me something that I found so simple. I think I felt like that person wasn't respecting me, or wasn't trusting me, or maybe insulting my intelligence, when if you just change your perspective, realizing that, well, no, that person is just trying to help me because they love me. That's their way of showing love. That's what I love too about this question, is that what could you do what could I do to help you, make you feel more respected or loved? Because everybody feels that different. So even if Kim, even if you didn't mean to disrespect me, but if I felt disrespected, asking me this question could bring up that conversation if we hadn't already had it. Could give you the opportunity to hear how you could maybe change that or offer that to me differently.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, my turn now. I want to ask you some questions.
Hold up.
So now it's my time to put you in the hot seat and actually ask you some of these questions. So I'm going to skip the feelings questions. Enjoy the feelings. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All do we know that that's what we talk about off camera.
Yeah, we men with no feel.
Oh, yes. Big feelers. Do you have any big dreams that you have yet to share with me? And if so, how can I help you achieve them? Or maybe something that you've shared with me, but maybe not the full thing, or maybe even something, not that you haven't shared to yourself, but you know, sometimes there's those dreams we don't ever speak out, or we don't think of them as like, I don't know if it'll ever happen, so.
I think I shared it all with you, baby.
Oh, it's a good answer. It's an authentic answer. What was something you shared this week? I won't share publicly, but there was something you just brought up this week that surprised me, and I think it was like an old dream that you maybe don't want to resurface, kind of thing. But I think that's beautiful too, guys, if we can talk to our spouses just about old dreams. I know from a man's perspective, you may be like, is it worth talking about? But sometimes it's just really neat to think about, because then I think your spouse gets to know you deeper, gets to know where we've been, why maybe, like, or why did you give up? Because there may be some dreams that your spouse was meant to come into your life to help reawaken. Some I've experienced by being married to Kim. There's some things that I kind of have like given up, honestly, even just this channel, doing a channel of helping people with community and communication with people. And I think I just kind of gave up on that for myself, and you helped reinvigorate that. You know, so
glad to be of service.
Appreciate that. Ooh, this one. Okay, I'm excited to know this one. Great question to ask your spouse is, what is your happiest memory of us together?
It's so hard to choose only one.
I know. Maybe, well, it's funny, as you get more and more into your marriage, you could like say of that year. So we've only been together for a year, so.
Yeah.
Do you have one that jumped
there's
out?
So many.
Yeah.
But if I were to say something, I would say IB.
Imperial
being
Beach.
in IB.
Yeah.
Before getting married, after when we were married, when we were near the ocean, we were running, we were free, we were. The world was at our feet.
Yeah.
We just had Temecula and. Can we go back there? Is there like a rewind?
Right, I know how often. Well, we can rewind by keeping it in our mind, right?
Awesome.
Hey, that's like a hashtag right there. Rewind the mind. Keep it alive. But that's beautiful. I love that. You know, if I can steal this question, I meant to tell you earlier, I had a dream last night about, and I don't dream often, but I had a dream about one of my happiest memories with you was when we went to Niagara Falls. On Christmas of all days last year.
It was kind of cold.
It was very cold.
Chilly.
That was not my favorite part, but I think my favorite part was just exploring one of the wonders of the world with you, and we got engaged officially that night, even though we were like 5 days away from our wedding. It was just beautiful, and it was a great memory, and a lot of funny things to laugh about that night too.